with light all around. I fell so far and survived it. Couldn't you just do the same and make happen all the dreams that you know? I knew that you could make it happen all along, 'cause I've already seen you in heaven, where you belong, where you belong. 'Cause I've already seen you in heaven, where you belong. I knew you could make it happen all along, 'cause I've already seen you in heaven, where you belong.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I've grown up, mama, I need something different. I overcame the odds, most of it was disappointment. But see, I've changed my
Welcome to Gaming Morning Show, your favorite morning radio show that plays games. We're like an FM morning radio show, and since it's a weekday, we're on your favorite platform, just like we've been Monday through Friday since 2020. And of course on our website, GamingMorningShow.tv. So whether you're able to join us in the chat, or are lurking or listening, we're happy you're here. Who knows what today will bring? Maybe there will be amazing food inventions.
One hand for the taco says, one hand right below the taco ready to catch.
Eat the crunchy taco, catch it. Soft taco second.
That is brilliant.
I mean, we do like a good food topic. Put it on a pancake. Or maybe we'll celebrate someone's birthday.
Today, actor Peter Sarsgaard turns 52.
He's the pirate now.
Or meet a star of stage and screen.
Today, gaming, doc gaming, sports doc gaming. Oh shoot, I have too many names.
Is that Keonstopher Reefkin? Or maybe I'll get to leave this box. I'm pretty okay in here. Okay, let's not get too ridiculous. I'm never getting out of here. But that's okay, because I'm here with you. Every weekday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific. And whatever the heck time it is in the UK. Your search is over.
Beep, beep, longer beep.
You found Gaming Morning Show, and we're getting started right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thank you so much for being with us wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. That is the website at which you can find said morning radio show that plays games. You can also find information. You can see lots of fantastic color, meaning there's orange, yellow, and then there's black. Our website's very like two-tone. There's not much in that respect. It's not like a rainbow, okay? You're not going to find that there. I'm sorry. Yeah.
There's hidden puzzles, a mystery to solve.
You should definitely look all over the place.
It's really well hidden.
The first person who finds it, we shall garner a prize.
Some say it's so well hidden, it's almost like it doesn't even exist.
That's what some would say, and they would be absolutely correct. That's Sports Talk Gaming, left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. It is the Friday show, June 2nd, 2023. Hope everybody's weekend is either off to a hot start or is on its way to having a fantastic start. You can find us on Instagram and on TikTok at Gaming Morning Show. Thank you so much for being part of it. We're going to have a double interview day, as we're going to have Giovanni Colantonio coming up from Digital Trends at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time today. We're going to talk about sci-fi games, including Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and why this start of the 2023 calendar year has been a fantastic one for sci-fi games. And then coming up at 8:20 a.m. Pacific time today, we're going to talk to Jason Payne, the writer for But Why Though, about Street Fighter 6. Is that out today? Find out in about 10 minutes on Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. That everyone's been waiting for. Remember Downs, who's already in the chat and opened up things for us this morning.
First,
I said it's not official until you say it. So
We'll never know.
all right, yeah, it's coming up. Maybe 10 minutes from now, we'll find out. I don't know.
Maybe I didn't put it in there.
Is Tears of the Kingdom?
Nope.
Why don't I see my friends anymore? Hey, It's Brendan's been playing that game on stream. You can find Hey It's Brendan at twitch.tv/HeyIt'sBrendan_. Likely we'll see Brendan later on in the show chat later today, so it should be pretty okay. We also have birthdays coming up 6:50 a.m. Pacific time today as well, so get ready for that. It is American Indian Citizenship Day. It is National Bubba Day, National First Ladies Day, National I Love My Dentist Day, National Janice Day, National Leave the Office Early Day, which thank goodness that day is on a Friday, because could you imagine if it was Leave the Office Early Day and it was like Wednesday and likely you have to come back the same time the next day?
Yeah, leaving early is always nice, though. Even if you're coming back the next day.
I guess that's true. This is a way to kind of compound it into something even bigger. So
Yeah, it's even better on Friday.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. National Rocky Road Day, and it's also National Rotisserie Chicken Day. We'll tell you our topic of the day coming up in just a moment as well. I want to let you know that about 6:40 a.m. Pacific time, we'll tell you about the California Zoo that announces a birth of a white-handed gibbon baby. And then next hour, there was a skunk that was reported stuck in Kentucky. It was stuck in the mud. Turned out the skunk was a stinky groundhog.
They're basically the same.
Ew, it's a stinky groundhog. Gross. Didn't expect that.
Why is Sonic so smelly?
You've
He's a
seen your last
hedgehog,
shadow, groundhog.
That's what someone
Hedgehog,
said.
groundhog.
Yeah.
They're the same.
Yeah. Well, that's the truth. Remember, we've established that on the show. Sonic the Hedgehog was supposed to be the thing that told everybody how much more time there was left in their weather calendar. And then the groundhog just kind of came in and stole Sonic's thunder. So,
Yeah, it's true.
even though I'm pretty sure they've been doing the groundhog thing since well before Sonic existed, but
It wasn't popular until Sonic came
that's
around.
right. That's right. All credit to Sonic, damn it. Damn it. If you want to play exclamation point bingo, you can. Sean is giving you a head start wearing red this morning, so it should be a pretty okay day. Our topic of the day is a food one, which is fantastic, because anytime we can talk about food, the show goes by so much more quickly, and nobody gets hungry whatsoever.
Nope.
I want a donut.
I always wanted to know.
There's a place that I always typically get different orders for when delivering food to folks, and it always makes me want to be like, hey, can I also, while I'm here, have one, please? That'd be great. Is that possible? Maybe? What do you think? And often the answer is no, just because I don't actually ask. I want to. They look so good. I want to be like, can we do the whole one for me, one for you type thing? But it doesn't always work. So, yeah. I want it, but they won't let me. They won't let me.
Rude.
Good morning and nice chat to Photo Median.
Nice chat.
Appreciate you being here. All groundhogs have just unsubscribed. Listen, we are all for groundhogs. We're just saying that Sonic was supposed to be the one. You're supposed to be the one, Anakin. Didn't you know Sonic's nickname is Anakin?
He used to be Sonic the Jedi, but they got sued.
You were the chosen one. Where is the Sonic Jedi, Star Wars mashup that we know we need?
Why do you think there's a character in Sonic named Shadow?
Right. That wouldn't have worked in any other type of science fiction whatsoever. Oh, it's a Chat FM being covert on YouTube as a photo medium. So it's good to see you. Thank you for being here, Chat FM. Also, get wrecked, Groundhog, with your stupid shit. Man, why is there so much vitriol for groundhogs? Maybe it's because it's an old system and nobody ever believes it anymore. Is that maybe why? Nope.
That and the whole ceremony is a little cultish. Bunch of old guys in top hats and standing around pulling some animal out of a box that doesn't actually know what's going on. It's a little strange. Maybe I'll just help that along.
At the end of the day, if whoa, you have an R2-D2 celebration sound?
Yeah. I've had that. Have you not heard that?
That's
Dana?
the first time I think I've heard that.
Is that the first goal I've scored?
No, it's not. Have you had it as long as you've had the BB-8 car?
Yeah.
No, that literally is the first time I've heard that loud and clear. So maybe I've turned like my streamer mode settings off or something, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, I've had that for a while. I like it.
Yeah, so this is a true story, chat. I completely tangented here, but we're going to go with it. We had a friend who who is a Patreon subscriber on the show, 5sil, and we a long time ago were playing Call of Duty's Warzone with this person multiple times, or like frequently, like it was a thing. And this person one time was getting shot at and let out some sort of noise that sounded exactly like the R2-D2 scream. And I wish it was one of those things where like we happened to be rolling tape, or you know, I had the record other people's audio feature like turned on my PlayStation or something, because I don't think we have the clip. But man, it was amazing.
It was fantastic. And then I got a clip of that sound and had it on my phone pulled up, so anytime anything happened, I'd just play that sound effect.
It was such a bizarre thing because it sounded like our friend was the one playing it off of a soundboard into their microphone. It was nuts. So
it was great.
Yeah. So I'm very happy that we have access to it now in a different form. I don't even remember what we were talking about. That's how excited I was to tell you that story, Chad. Oh, the Warzone days. We still need to try to see how the gunfight mode works in the most recent release.
Yeah, indeed.
So, yeah. Indeed. All right, Chat FM says that groundhogs are real and hedgehogs aren't. Oh, wait, that doesn't work. Oh, that's what I was saying. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? It was 3-0. Is there any way to tell the game that we never want to forfeit?
No, not so much.
All right. Well, now we have to sit here and talk to chat for 5 more minutes. Can you believe that?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna leave.
Where am I supposed to go?
Just duck down. Here we go. All right, chat, talk amongst yourselves. We're going.
We're not here.
No, we're not here.
Thank goodness they can't see us.
Yeah.
This would be really embarrassing if they still could.
Yeah, that'd be silly.
So, we getting tacos tonight?
I'm working a baseball game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But Gray brought tacos.
But Gray can't see us anymore.
Yeah, but we can see him.
Oh, that's how this works?
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's like we're cloaked.
Yeah. Take that, Gray.
Maybe
Got him.
Is it more effective if I turn my back to them?
No, because then it just looks like you're mad at them.
Okay, I won't do that. I wouldn't do that to our chat. It is King Gray. King Gray brought breakfast tacos.
What's for
You
breakfast?
bought him and brought him.
Maybe brought them. Totally stole breakfast tacos and brought them to. Are we an accessory now?
Yep.
I'm sure that's fine. 6:22 West Coast time. It's 9:22 out east. 2:22 for those watching GMS in the UK. You know, I remember what we were talking about. We were talking about donuts. In some way, we pivoted into groundhogs. Do you have any idea how or why?
We have a story about a groundhog.
Yeah. That's why.
That's why.
It is National Donut Day. So, can they make a donut taco?
Yeah, why not?
How would that work?
You take a donut, preferably like a bar-shaped donut, and then you split it in half, and then you can put stuff in it like a taco.
Maybe you could do it like the Choco Tacos were, but instead of ice cream in the middle, there's like actual like donut, and then the outside is still kind of that crispy like waffle shell.
Right.
Yeah.
You could do it that way too.
Then you take the donut and
Put it on a pancake.
as one does. A groundhog is basically a bushless hedgehog, says Downs.
Yeah. Like a naked hedgehog.
Like King Gray's cat, like one of the hairless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but And they still have hair. It's just not the same hair.
Oh, so it's like the difference between like a long-haired and medium hair, or medium hair and
Yeah.
short hair cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Also, Downs asked how many fingers was Downs holding up when we were hiding from Downs.
17.
Yeah, and that's a trick. Even Gray saw that you had at least 12 up, because we can still see you. You just can't see us when I go like this. Downs
How
go
effective mine is.
down. Oh no! Every time you cover your face, you disappear. This isn't good. How do you live life?
Every time I sneeze. God.
That's kind of what it feels like during allergy season, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep. I'm gone. Downs goes, is this a GMS first that a food topic has become about animals? That's true. We pivoted hard from National Donut Day to groundhogs. So
It's because we have a history with groundhogs.
maybe you can get your groundhog taco at like a Pennsylvania taco place or a donut place. Yeah.
Probably.
Groundhog taco. Groundhog donut. That sounds gross. I'll take a medium hair taco. Okay, there we go. There you go. So that solves the problem. Great. I think we should do the news. What do you think?
I'm down.
Okay, fantastic. Also, good morning to Austin Attack 12. Also, goodbye to Austin Attack 12. Thank you for joining us for this morning radio show that plays games. We're happy you're here. Here's the news. Hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Friday, June 2nd, 2023, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. Some announcements happened yesterday. The first of which was an announcement from Meta, and the fact that Meta Quest 3 has officially been announced. It is going to retail for $499.99. It was shown in a Meta Quest gaming showcase that happened yesterday, and it is going to feature a next-gen Qualcomm chipset and promises twice the graphics performance of its predecessor. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta CEO, touted in his latest Instagram post that the Meta Quest 3 is the company's most powerful headset yet, which makes sense. If they made a new one and they made it less powerful than the last one, that just wouldn't make any sense. So they're going in the right direction. That's good. It'll have 40% slimmer optic profile compared to its predecessor. It also notes that it has completely redesigned the Quest 3's Touch Plus controllers to have a more streamlined and ergonomic form facto. I'm assuming that's a typo, but I like it. So, form facto. It is going to be available Q3 of 2023. That's a 3. Q3.
All right. I'm not going to get it because I have the Quest 2, maybe? This is the standalone one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I haven't utilized it as much as I need to. So once I start using my Quest 2 more, then I'd be interested in this. But every time that I like throw it on, I'm like, oh, this is fun again. Like I always forget how much I enjoy VR. It's just
Yep. It's a fun time. It is one of those things that once you put it away, it's hard to pull it back out for some reason. Even the ones that aren't like an elaborate setup or lots of cords and wires. There's just something about it. In the announcement, they also announced a price cut for the Quest 2. The 128GB model is going to be cut to $300, and the 256GB models cut to $350. And both the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro will receive new software updates to increase the performance of both of those headsets as well. So more Quest stuff coming up, I'm sure. In our next news story, moving over to Nintendo for the rest of the news. The first is a surprise announcement, a sequel to 1-2 Switch, and it's out later this month. This is from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. It's a sequel to the 2017 Switch launch title, 1-2 Switch, and as I said, it will be coming out in the next few weeks. The sequel features team-based games that can be played using Switch console Joy-Cons and mobile devices. Nintendo's description of the game says players can split into teams, quote, and see which group can win a certain number of games first, while also noting that many of the games have several variations that change the rules or add extra challenges. It is going to be available on the 30th. Both physical and digital editions will cost $29.99.
We have this game. We borrowed it from Gamefly on the recommendation of Hefty Daughter because of the recommendation from Sports Doc Daughter. And we haven't played it yet.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of mini games. It's fun to play through. Doesn't have a lot of replayability. Like, you play all the mini games, play them a few times. There weren't a lot that I remember that I played. I'm like, oh, we should pull this out and play this mini game all the time. So getting it temporarily, playing through them, and being done with it is probably a really good way to go. It was fun though. I enjoyed it. So
Is there a lot of
worth
like
checking out.
running around?
No, there wasn't a lot of that.
Okay. All right. Because I thought there was like one where you have to like go get something or whatnot, but I'm just going off of what I think I've heard. So
Nope. It was good. In our last news story, also over at Nintendo, they've revealed 4 new Joy-Con Switch colors, and they're all a nice pastel collection. This is also from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. These are also coming out later this month, but Nintendo has a theme today. Nintendo is releasing the pastel pink Joy-Con, pastel yellow Joy-Con, pastel purple Joy-Con, and pastel green Joy-Con, all available on June 30th. The same day that 1-2 Switch's sequel comes out. The Joy-Con will be sold in standard pairs. The pastel pink and pastel yellow are also packaged together. Pastel purple, pastel green are packaged together. So they're some pretty good sets. If you're looking for new Joy-Cons, it's nice to have some new options. They other than that are pretty standard. They come with wrist straps like they always do. They're priced at $79.99 like they always are. And they're just some new colors. Pastel just in time for the spring. Good time.
now these are like sitting on the shelf and they're like, all right, we're ready to go. Did you hit the launch button? No, I thought you were gonna hit the launch button. Damn it, it happened again.
I set it for June 30th. It's supposed to be
April 30th.
April 30th.
Did you think Nintendo was having as many issues with dates as we were?
Apparently.
Yeah, probably.
I'm also going to post this because it was a rare, had 4 stories I want to share. I'm going to post this in chat for people to check out. Some really interesting statistics that were announced for Jedi Survivor, and we're talking about Jedi Survivor later today. So if you are interested in stats, that's a good one, especially like looking at how players did against some of the easiest bosses and how people changed their difficulty settings and stuff. So check that out. But for now, always last and never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, like Street Fighter 6 out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC. Super Mega Baseball 4 is out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC.
All right, there you go. That is our name of the morning. Could become name of the month. It just depends on what happens when we get to the first full week of July, because we're already into June, but you know what that means. Next week is the first full week of June. And so, as such, we'll give you the opportunity to have a chance to win it with our Name of the Month giveaway. If you're a Patreon subscriber, be sure to go to the Patreon-only Discord area and click in the giveaway category, because that is where we post the option to win the game every single month. Find out more at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. And thank you, Sean, for the news.
You bet.
All right, it's 6:32 on this morning radio show that plays games. A little bit awkward with our clock because, well, everything happened with the forfeit, and then we had to sit here and vamp for a little bit. But that was a good news story. What is it that you liked the statistics with the Jedi Survivor story?
So one thing that's interesting is that half the players started at kind of the default difficulty. 52.5% of players started there, and more players more players decreased their difficulty than increased their difficulty. So overall, it seems like this game might have been a little bit more difficult for people than the first one was. There's also some stats on, if I can get through the ads, the stances that were used. 29% of people used a dual wielding stance, 25% used double bladed stance, compared to 8% and 7% for blaster and crossguard. The most popular hair and beard combination was the crew cut and the short beard, which looks very nice. And then there's a boss. See if I can find it in here. There's a boss in the game that is presented as a boss. It like does the whole thing. It shows the boss's title and everything when you walk up and you start fighting him, but then you basically like touch him and he dies, and his name is Rick the door technician. You literally have to just barely touch him and he dies. But 489 players were defeated by Rick the door technician. It's pretty good.
That sounds like something that would impact me as a pretty awful video games person. I probably would go up there and be like, I'm going to defeat you, and then die. So
you just panic. You're like, oh no, it's a boss. That's compared to the most difficult boss, the Rancor, which over 9 million players have been defeated by the Rancor.
Wow. All right, there you go. If you want to find out more, there's that IGN link that Sean posted as a bonus extra from the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. It's now 6:35. King Gray said, I'm tired of mini games. I want a mega game that takes like 6 years to finish.
Have you heard of Elden Ring?
I was wondering what you were going to say. I wanted to be like, have you seen my friend Tears of the Kingdom? But I don't think that'll take 6 years to beat.
No, it'll take some time.
Well, yeah, good luck. You should try Elden Ring. It'll be a lot of fun. I promise you, Gray. You'll have a great time. Or we've heard, King Gray, that our name of the month from April, Where Is My Cat, is actually a 6-year-long game.
You should try it out. Let us know.
We'll even gift it to you, since last week was your birthday, or the week before. So we'll take care of you. Groggy or Die is here. It's great to see you. Good morning and nice chat to you.
Nice chat.
We're asking you today, what is your favorite donut? So actually, it's not what your favorite donut is, but where is your best donut? And that's a hard question because, I mean, I'm sure there's hundreds of donut places, in every state and whatnot. So I'm sure there's a lot of places. I will tell you that Blue Star Donuts in Portland is one of my favorite places, but I haven't had one of their donuts in about 6 years. Like, it's been a while because they're only available until they sell out. And by the time I'm usually up in the Portland area and have some time to like go get a donut, it's past their closing. It's sad.
It is sad.
Yeah. But there's Voodoo Donuts. If you ever want to come to Portland, that's kind of the tourist spot for sure. They were the ones who kind of pioneered the whole maple bacon donut. We'll have some extra fun facts about donuts coming up next hour after we get through our first of 2 interviews today. We're going to talk about sci-fi games, including Star Wars Jedi Survivor, in about an hour from now, and then we'll talk about Street Fighter 6 in the final hour, right after. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. I'll play through the Elder Scrolls series. You'll be there a while.
Yeah, that's true.
There's so many games.
Thousands of hours at that point.
There you go, Gray. Have we solved your problem yet? That's what we do. We're solutions. The solutions department of Gaming Morning Show. Yeah.
That's actually what the show's centered around, is solving everyone's problems.
Yeah. That's actually what our original title was Solving All Your Problems Gaming Morning Show. But we thought it was just a touch too long.
Just a little bit.
All right, let's say hi to the menagerie. There's a host of animals that hang with Sean. They're there every day. They like to say hi, do math, and make your words dance and play. So we'll say hi to them now, because words can dance, like I just said. Bear, bear, eagle, eagle, walrus, walrus. Hey. Play.
The words can dance if they want to. Leave their friends behind.
Okay, so eagle or walrus? Walrus rarely jumps ahead of eagle. Eagle the mathematical.
He just couldn't wait.
All right, that makes sense. Also, by the way, we didn't mention too much that it's
Friday.
What are your weekend plans? Let us know. Chat Gray says, have you stopped playing the cat game? That's my only issue. No, we're recommending you play the cat game. That's the important thing.
We're done playing it on Thursdays, but I think it's going to replace Rocket League for all of June.
This is a great co-op game, too. Groggy says there's 2 in West Virginia, JR Donuts Castle and Camden Corner. Also, there's a Kentucky chain called North Lime Donuts. These are all recommendations. Again, we're asking you literally places to go, because we can talk about like the best donut, as we all know, in the land of donut, fritter is king, but what is the best place to get donuts? Are there places that have superior donuts to other places? That's kind of what we're getting to the bottom of. Our friend, by the way, Gray, says no, please no.
It's too late. We had it penciled in already.
Why not? Why wouldn't you want that, Gray? So many questions.
You can news if you wanna.
All right, here's the story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. It is 6:39. Coming up, we'll tell you about the skunk that ended up just being a stinky groundhog. But for now, this story takes you to California, where a zoo has announced the birth of a white-handed gibbon. Oakland Zoo in California says that this new gibbon, which was hailed as a milestone for the zoo's conservation efforts, has been born. The zoo announced the parents May and Rainier welcomed a baby Sunday evening, and the mother has been, quote, demonstrating excellent maternal care by cradling and nursing her newborn baby.
Nice.
This is a quick sidebar conversation. You being in the medical field as a doctor, is that a typical way that OBGYNs announce the behavior of mothers who have just given human birth?
No, not so much.
It's not in the notes that so-and-so is demonstrating excellent maternal care?
I'm gonna start saying that, though. Anytime I see somebody who has a baby and they're holding it, be like, oh, you're exhibiting excellent maternal care.
Yeah, we couldn't help but notice you're cradling and nursing the newborn baby. Get out of here! Okay, sorry. May and Rainier were paired by the zoo in the hopes that they would breed as part of the gibbon species survival plan, which sounds like something that's like behind glass that you have to break before you can get access to it. It says it aims to keep the gibbon population sustainable, healthy, and genetically diverse. Quote, this is our first gibbon birth at the Oakland Zoo, and our animal care staff has done tremendous work researching and preparing for every possibility. We are delighted that our gibbon family is doing so well, the zoo's vice president of animal care and conservation said in a news release.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, May and Rainier.
Can't help but notice you're demonstrating excellent maternal care. I will tell you that I've never heard of a more successful white-handed gibbon birth at the Oakland Zoo in my life. So
it's true. This is the best by far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, King Gray goes, the baby's name is Sunday Evening. I did read the following. The zoo announced parents May and Rainier welcomed a baby Sunday evening. It's Oakland Zoo policy.
They didn't name the baby, did they?
No, and sometimes, zoos will have their naming contests after, several months have passed by, so that, the baby's definitely still there.
For sure.
Based on our anecdotal knowledge from just sharing these stories with you on the show, not like I'm a zoo expert.
We're getting there, though.
That's true. We have shared quite a few of these stories over the course of the show. Thank you, Ben Hooper of UPI. But yeah, that would be fantastic if the Oakland Zoo's baby naming policy was that they just named the baby after the day of the week and the time of day that it was born. Have you met our baby Draft Tuesday morning?
And his brother Saturday afternoon.
Wow, those are some separated births. Are those twins? Yeah, no, it was amazing.
This is our zebra. Tuesday at dusk.
Tuesday at dusk. We were all there. We remember it like yesterday. And then we had one very special birth. It was Super Bowl Sunday morning.
and this one, Wednesday, Thursday, midnight. We didn't know which way to go.
That's gonna be my takeaway. That's pretty okay today. Is apparently the Oakland Zoo's naming policy is based on time of day and day of the week. No, this is bad. Did you hear about the one baby that was born? Yeah, it was
no.
Wednesday up and Adams, because that's what they call their morning session at the zoo.
Nice.
Up and Adams. Get it?
Oh, do you call him Adam for short? No, never. We refuse.
Jenna Ortega would understand what I'm saying, okay? I know what I'm naming my next kid. Please do, King Gray. Please do. We can just try to make that, like... See if we can lobby for a hospital to make that their, like, default naming structure, even though I don't know... Are hospitals empowered to do such a thing?
I don't think so, but we can work on that.
Like, what's the policy? If someone doesn't come up with a name and they leave... Because you don't have to sign a birth certificate before you leave the hospital if you don't have a name, right?
I don't know.
I thought I've read stories where that's happened before, where it's like, so-and-so, like, left the hospital as Jenna, and then the parents got home and they're like, actually, we think it's a Margaret. And so, they, like, then apply for the birth certificate.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. We need a hospital lawyer or something to join us on the show. Maybe Giovanni or Jason can answer that question for us today. Listen, we know you were here to talk sci-fi games and Street Fighter 6, but do you happen to know?
Have you brushed up on your medical law?
I bumped our poor teammate off the track. You have 10 days after the baby's born to choose a name according to King Gray. Fill out the birth certificate and file the certificate with your local birth registrar. If you fill out the certificate at the hospital will file it for you. Oh, so that's kind of the benefit of doing it there. I got you.
Gotcha.
Thank you, well-known medical law attorney, King Gray. I can 1000% tell that you definitely did not Google that.
Do not Google that.
Also, King Gray says via Google. Great. I ain't no K laugh, but I get the job done. I don't know if you were here at the conclusion of yesterday's show, King Gray, but you were named Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner because you had to persevere through watching us play Where Is My Cat? And I just want to say that you are continuing that award-winning performance into the early part of this show. And so for that, we're appreciative. Curious if you all heard the R2-D2 scream on Sean's last goal, because that's the first time I'm hearing it, but Sean swears that we've had this for months now. Because this came out about the same time that Jedi Survivor did, right?
Yes? I think so.
And it's not because Epic has anything to do with the Jedi Survivor franchise. I think it's just because they I just apologize to AI, but that's okay. Oh, it moved out of the way. That's the same goalie that you had yesterday when it was our opponent. It is not a goalie bot.
Yep. I don't get it. AI in this game has always been kind of broken.
I'm happy it exists, but I wonder how we would do just 2v3. Or, 2v3. Alright, we're going to try to score a goal, and by try, we're definitely going to score a goal because you're cracked, and I got an assist for that. Just because that little nudge that started that break, I got... Wow. All right. That might have put me over... Oh, I'm at 88, chat. I'm at 88 if you're playing exclamation point bingo this morning.
So we're going to overtime.
Maybe.
Or do I let them score right here?
Imp might.
Imp definitely would.
Oh, I was hoping that would stay up in the air just a touch longer. All right, here we go. Game winner right here. For Hefty.
Uh-oh.
No, it's fine.
Imp's our goalie.
Oh my gosh, I sailed right past the ball. There we go. All right, overtime first hour crew for I think that maybe the second straight game or second straight show, because I think we had the longest overtime in GMS history in the first hour yesterday. Second longest. This is where I miss having K-Lap's production notes, because those production notes would definitely tell me if that was true.
For sure.
There we go. There's your game winner. Oh. That's one thing. I got to start using basketball rules for this game, where I always got to follow everybody's shot. I always basically think that you're always scoring, and so I don't routinely follow your shots very well.
Ugh.
Ah, I tried. All right, there you go. We're losers, but that's okay. We had to play 2v3. We don't care anyway. Why am I rhyming? I don't know. Because Gaming Morning Show told me so. Yes, GMS loves me. All right, thank you for being here at 6:50 West Coast time. It's 9:50 out east. It is 2:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. All right, thank you for being along for the ride. Coming up in about 30 minutes from now, we're going to talk about sci-fi games, how good of a sci-fi season it's been so far for 2023. We're going to do so with Giovanni Colantonio from Digital Trends, the gaming section league lead there. We'll also talk Left Trigger, Right Trigger, which is a podcast that Giovanni does. That's coming up at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time today. Stick around for that. We'll have Jason Payne from But Why Though talking Street Fighter 6 as Sean announced to the world it comes out today. So if you'd like to play it, it's probably available already. You've probably been playing it for 6-some hours if you're on the West Coast. We'll have Jason from But Why Though talk Street Fighter 6 coming up in the final hour crew. All right, 6:51 West Coast time. It is time for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you know someone celebrating a birthday today, someone getting another year older, please let us know, because at the end of the day, we, a Gaming Morning Show, would like to celebrate with you, because it's fun. We like celebrating birthdays with you.
Especially on a Friday.
Yeah. What better time to have a birthday but going into the weekend?
It's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. All right. First and foremost, as somebody whose music we've been using for a very long time on the show, along with those others that we just listed in chat, including Pib Jinky, you have Street Beats, Superphonic, but also Lucy the First. We use Lucy the First music all the time on the show. And Lucy the First has a birthday today on June 2nd, 2023. To you, Lucy the First, it's your birthday song. It isn't very long. Toot toot. However, there's more. We also have a person that we've met and have routinely tried to have on the show. But unfortunately, this person is like extremely busy because they're doing everything and more. And that is tomorrow, the birthday of Kage Boy. Kage Boy is having a birthday. Recently partnered, probably in the last 2 or 3 months, on Twitch, and is a fantastic ball of energy on Twitch. So if you'd like to find Kage Boy, you can go to that link that we just provided. And if you would like to say happy birthday tomorrow, you should. It's your birthday song. It isn't very long. Toot toot. So there you go. A couple of audience birthdays today, which is fantastic. Let's see. Celebrity birthdays wise, there are some celebrity birthdays to get to, and that starts with actor Dennis Haysbert, who turns 69 today.
Nice.
Nice.
He also currently serves as the announcer for Meet the Press.
Really?
Apparently.
I haven't watched Meet the Press in some time. Huh. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, Dennis Haysbert has a fantastic voice, so.
He does.
Really, Dennis could probably narrate anything. Okay. What about comedian Dana Carvey? Dana Carvey turned 68.
Oh, so close. Maybe next year. Well, definitely next year. Also, he voices the character Pops in The Secret Lives of Pets.
Hopefully next year. Did Sean just wish death on the Dana Carvey?
Kinda. I didn't mean it, though.
Get wrecked, Garth. Party on no more, Garth. Have you seen The Secret Life of Pets?
No.
I think I've watched like 4 or 5 different instances of segments of that movie.
Never start to finish, though.
Yeah, and honestly, that kind of makes sense for me, now that I think about it.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh, I was watching Whose Line Is It Anyway yesterday. Actor Wayne Brady is 51.
And he appeared in multiple episodes of How I Met Your Mother as Barney's brother.
I don't know if they're current episodes, but Wayne Brady, Ryan Stiles, and Colin...
Farrell. Mockery.
Oh, we had Colin Farrell's birthday earlier this week. Don't you all know how good of an improv actor Colin Farrell is? I don't know Colin's last name, but you're making a mockery if you're going to say Colin Farrell is a great improv actor. Colin Mockery, yes. Thank you. All 3 of them are still going.
Yeah, and still hilarious.
Yeah. It's still as good of a show. I don't know why they ever took it off. Like, ABC is the one that I used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway on, and I'm guessing that was national. I don't think that was just syndicated. And it doesn't make sense how they would have ever been able to cancel that show. It seems to me that show was good, as good now as it was then.
Yeah.
I think it's on like the CW now. So.
It's brilliant.
All right, Zachary Quinto, the actor, is 46 today.
Fun fact, his middle name is John.
Oh, Zachary John Quinto. I'm not gonna lie, we've been using Cleveland.com for a long time for our birthdays. I'm very happy it exists, but I'm kind of getting sick of the middle name one.
Yeah, it's lazy.
There's nothing else you can tell me about
Unless
Zachary
it's like
Quinto?
a really interesting middle name.
Yeah, get over John. Just no. Actress Morena Baccarin turns 44.
She once appeared as a guest judge for an episode of Project Runway.
Never have seen an episode of Project Runway, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, me neither.
Rapper actress Awkwafina is 35 today.
Her real name is Nora Lum.
Who else do we got? We got actress Brittany Curran, who turns 33 today.
Her first feature film role was in 13 Going on 30.
How long ago was 13 Going on 30?
20 years if she played someone the same age that she was.
Oh, that could actually be. That would have been 2003. I could buy that.
2004.
Wow, it's been that long, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that movie either.
No.
From start to finish, I've definitely seen it partially. So, good morning, nice chat to Escape Reality. Thank you for being here. Said Whose Line we would watch every day. Love that show. I absolutely love it. If you have YouTube TV or any other like unlimited DVR thing, just put it on like the record thing. Then you have as many episodes as you want to watch. It's totally worth it.
Yeah. Also worth checking out all the outtakes from the original run on YouTube. They're pretty good.
We've got a drummer birthday.
We do have a drummer, and it's Fabrizio Moretti of the Strokes, who is 43.
He had a very, dark thought. Do you think any of the band members from the Strokes have ever suffered a stroke?
No.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I think they're all in their 40s, so
Okay.
statistically they shouldn't. Can happen though.
Sorry, I probably should have just kept that one inside the brain, actually, now that I think about it.
Between that and me trying to off Dana Carvey in the next year. This was a morbid birthday session.
What's wrong with us? Today, you have another birthday, in fact, many. Bassist Michael Steele of the Bangles is 68, as is actor Gary Grimes, summer of 42, also 68. But next June 2nd, we're going to have a whole bunch of them.
It's going to be a big year.
Nice.
Good thing it's not on a weekend.
Oh, man. Wah, wah. Debbie Downer over there. Also, Justin Long, who was in the iMac commercials for the longest time and was in Dodgeball, is 45 today.
Nice. Below the fold.
AJ Styles and Lex Luger, both professional wrestlers, have birthdays today as well, 46 and 65 respectively. So there you go. There are your birthdays. Let's pivot and move on to this day in gaming history. We'll see what's going on in that world. Sean, in the year 2000,
In the year 2000.
Sony announced its plans to sell the PlayStation 2 chipset to other manufacturers.
In the year 2000.
What does that mean?
It means they saw the chipset, so the people can use it.
And so would anyone actually have done that?
Probably because it's a pretty good chipset.
2009! THQ releases the Red Faction Guerrilla video game. That was for PlayStation 2 and
Xbox 360.
Nice.
I didn't realize we had a fairly short This Day in Gaming History segment. So
Yeah, that's why that team forfeited earlier.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've been kind of off the mark for the vast majority of the show because of that forfeit. So thanks a lot. I think it was
Rude.
Blue Team at the time.
Stupid blue team.
All right, those just joining us, Escape King Ray, if you haven't already answered, topic of the day is about donuts. We're asking you, what is the best donut place? We're actually asking for like a location and a name. We can tell you up Pacific Northwest, like I said, Blue Star Donuts is a good spot. Everyone knows about Voodoo, by and large, in Portland, Oregon. Yeah, I mean, there's, the other thing is there's always like good local donut places too, right?
Yeah. I like trying out, small hole in the wall local donut shops. The shops that are just named like donuts, and that's it. And sometimes they're really good. Sometimes not so much, but sometimes they're really good.
Oh my gosh, you got a donut? Where'd you get that from? Donuts.
The donut shop.
Oh, okay. Which
What's
one?
it called? I don't know. It just says donuts and the S is always burned out. So
Third base.
donut.
What a weird situation. All right, next hour we are going to talk about sci-fi games. We're going to do that with Giovanni Colantonio. You can find out more about Giovanni by going to Mario Prime on Twitter, which is the handle for Giovanni, and find other work as well. We'll go ahead and talk about that coming up next hour, and also sports. NBA Finals got started yesterday. I believe you said the NHL Stanley Cup Final starts tomorrow, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, yeah, we got a lot of like very hefty postseason sports coming up. So, yeah. Escape says St. George's Donuts around Midwest Missouri from for what I've had. Fantastic. See, this is why we like this. We like to get different names that we can try across the entire country or even possibly the world. So thanks so much for that. We'll come back with more Gaming Morning Show on the other side of our break. Thank you for being here at Sean and Hefty on Friday, June 2nd, 2023. And And we're on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, GamingMorningShow.tv.
pain anymore. They don't know after all that happened. When you hit the ground, that your wings still spread out in heaven, with light all around. I fell so far and survived it. Couldn't you just do the same and make happen all the dreams that you know? I knew that you could make.
Paul was a very minimalist commentator. One of Pat's calls might be, Smith, down the field, touchdown, right? Like he would, and this is on TV where you could see what was happening, so you're not necessarily required to be as descriptive. And then John would say, that guy right there is real fast. And people dug it because it wasn't like they had to try to figure out what the hell a cover 2 was or an I formation, right? He just made it pretty easy. So yeah, it's kind of.
And then he used the telestrator to draw like lines, so it made it look faster. It's real fast. See?
That's how fast he's going.
Caught-
Boom! He's
caught
got
the ball
lines behind him.
right here.
Also had big turkeys. You know what they say about a guy with big turkeys?
No.
Steroids.
Oh, yeah. That makes
Don't steroid your turkey. It's the one thing I live by. Married. But anyway, I was like, no, I'm not going to adopt these cats. Like, I was so against it. But then here I am secretly kind of hoping that Hefty Floof is homeless so that I can adopt Hefty Floof. So.
That's a totally different situation.
But why? Why do I feel differently about it? It's basically the same thing. Someone wants to give up their cat, but it feels like it's forced upon us. I don't know how that works. But
It's because this one has an outside chance of being our father-in-law reincarnated as a cat.
It's so true. Is this like a Freaky Friday situation and our father-in-law is the cat and there's somewhere a dead cat?
Oh no!
It's a very dark.
I don't know how
Freaky
that works.
Friday.
It's really freaky.
It's the freakiest Friday from the makers of Freaky Friday. Yikes. Yeah, Ness, that's.
Hello, FHC.
Mike's wireless doorbells are functioning, says Ambassador of the Final Hour crew. Hey, it's Brendan TTV. Yeah, they're very reliable.
It says it right here. Somebody's at my door.
Porque No Los Dos is quiet. I am gaming. It's good to see you this morning. Thank you for being here.
Hello, FHC.
I am JF Downs, Kate Zaid, Tracer. They've all been with us throughout the course of the morning in chat. Thank you for whoever is out there listening and lurking as well. Coming up, we will tell you a story, and that story will pertain to the 5-planet alignment that's coming up in the sky from CNN. We'll have that story. Earlier today, we told you about an elusive creature that was feared extinct, found in a dark Alabama cave, and you said that this is a good thing.
It is because of the fact that it's showing how I'm sorry, I'm watching my daughter right now run from a bee, and it's really funny.
That a girl.
It's
A
a
fish.
fish. It's okay. It's only a fish.
Well, care now. They're probably repainted juggling pins. This whole thing was an optical illusion. This whole time I thought you were going to the bowling alley, putting down 7 shots and being like, well, I have nothing else to do with these 3 that I missed, so I'm going to bowl, or I'm going to juggle them. What? I'm so disappointed now.
Oh no, I got a split. Time for my backup plan.
It's actually an unknown rule in bowling. I don't know if you knew this, but if you don't get the spare, you have to juggle however many pins you leave sitting there.
That's how juggling was invented.
Bill was doing bowling league one night. It was like, hey, I missed. Let's tell the new guy that they have to juggle the pins. Little did Bill know that his joke would go for so long and trick so many. An actual potential condition.
Yes.
What is that condition?
Hefty goofitis.
Oh no. Is it chronic?
It's very serious.
Or can it be
It's
healed?
fatal.
What?
It's fatal, yeah. Life expectancy with hefty goofitis is like 70 to 90 years.
And after 70, 90 years, I might die?
You might die.
But
And here's the worst part. It gets worse with age.
no. No. How worse?
So worse.
Oh, God. Make it stop. Should I take profiteroles for it?
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. I'll go get some cream puffs. Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, come Monday through Friday and sometimes after dark. The daily theme with a question mark. We got gaming news and sports and Bob. Hefty, Austin, Mike, and Sean, the heartthrob. I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Win $10 next Monday with exclamation point bingo. Type exclamation point bingo in chat right now and get this hour's bingo card. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, today's interview and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thank you so much for being part of it wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningshow.tv. Coming up 8:20 a.m. Pacific time this morning, we'll talk to Jason Payne of But Why Though about Street Fighter 6. It is out today. Also coming up in about 15 minutes from now, Giovanni Colantonio from Digital Trends will talk about the 5 standout sci-fi games of 2023 so far. As Giovanni says, it has been a stellar spring for sci-fi video games. Sports.gaming on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. It is an absolute pleasure to have you. Friday, June 2nd, 2023. We are a morning radio show that plays games. Good morning and nice chat to businesses jumping into the chat this morning.
Nice chat.
It's great to see you. Thank you for being here. Also, fantastic to have you along with us on Instagram and on TikTok. You can find us there at Gaming Morning Show. We've been putting out some new YouTube content as well with our celebrity birthdays. And then we have a couple of social media first videos that have been like 96% edited. Yeah, that's right. We have a meter for some reason on those.
Is it like a thermometer style, like a telethon, and you just use a marker to keep adding?
And every time that we like find something that we want changed that we hadn't originally seen, it moves like backwards as well. So
we just make the thermometer taller.
Like when you've reached a goal. Keep moving the goalposts. That is a good formula for sure. Yeah, so we're excited about those. Sean and I even talked about yesterday possibly doing some recording during one of our sessions because we've been making some stuff that's for like vertical oriented channels too, and maybe we could like play some games or something too and include that in there as well. So we'll figure it out. If there's any recommendations, things that you think would be fun to watch from GMS, you can go ahead and throw those in our Discord. You can put those in general chat or wherever else you may want to do that. Any weekend plans? I know you said you're working baseball tonight.
Yeah, working baseball tonight, working soccer tomorrow. Kids also play soccer tomorrow, so I have 3 games to attend, 2 for recreation and 1 for work. And then Sunday, I think we're all trying to get together and hang out Sunday.
Yeah, got yesterday had one of the last band related things yesterday for the daughters, and then Hefty Daughter has another thing on Sunday. But then after that, yeah, we're kind of in the clear from a band perspective, at least for most of the summer. There might be a camp or something in there. Yeah, it was really fun. I'm telling you though, recording things because I have family that's well spaced out, so one of us, either Hefty Wife or myself, always records these things because we have people that want to see them who can't be there. And yesterday I went to record the first piece. I recorded for like 25 seconds and then stopped. And I'm like, what is happening? Is my phone malfunctioning? I know I'm not out of space, right? So then I kept recording and then I kind of moved my body and it stopped again. I was like, what is going on? I realized in my pocket I had my Bluetooth headphones and they were still connected. So the cheap headphones that I have in their like charging apparatus, sometimes if you move, it'll like disconnect or reconnect the charge and therefore activates or deactivates the Bluetooth. And so that's why I kept stopping the recording, because it kept disconnecting from the Bluetooth. So I have no clue how good or how crappy the sound is for that first piece. All you may hear is like the inside of my pocket, like oops.
Nice. It's all right. The sound isn't the important part.
When it comes to music, nobody cares about the sound. It's at least it's not like, you know, I do like video and stuff for part of my living, right? That'd be a shame.
That'd be embarrassing.
Could you imagine? Emi. So, yeah. But overall, yeah, I think it's going to be a good weekend. I think I want to go ahead and visit the winery too. So, see if I can make that happen. Oh, actually, I just remembered too. So, shout out to the Element of One and shout out to Austin Attack. I think I'm playing in an Apex Legends event with them tomorrow morning too. Yes.
Nice.
Of course I remember. I don't even know what it is. Like, Element invited me out of the blue in a DM, and I don't even remember which one it is. So, Element,
Sorry.
if you're here,
You'll figure it out.
I feel like this would be the right time to call Jeff and see what event I'm working tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like some barbecue or something would be cool too.
Ooh, nice.
Although,
Yeah.
wait. So this is kind of tough for you though. So you said soccer and baseball. I was gonna say you can't go outside right now. You're spending so much time
Oh, I
outside.
know. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real sneezy.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be worth it.
All right. Well, we have that coming up. We're going to play some more Rocket League this hour. If you would like to get in on the bingo game, which, by the way, for folks like Escape who have just kind of started finding us, please play the game.
The word of the day is
Money. I forgot what it was for a second. It's money. Please play the game. We want you to win the gaming gift card. So if for some reason being newer to the audience makes you not necessarily want to jump into those kind of things, please do. We definitely want to give that away. So you're invited to do that. You just basically put the word money or whatever the word of the day is first, and then you throw your username for the platform you're watching on. So if you're watching on Twitch, use your Twitch name, and that helps us find your name to throw onto the wheel of names after the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News on Mondays. So there you go. That's bingo in a nutshell. Help.
Nice.
I'm bingo in a nutshell. It's an old Austin Powers joke.
I'm trapped.
Nice. Dollar Sizz. And then we have IMJF down cash money. Nice work.
Nice.
Yours would be pretty good too. Cash. Ports. Cash. Doc. Gaming.
Turn down for what?
I'm gonna put another one there just cause.
For symmetry nearly. Looks pretty good. I don't get any cash money whatsoever. I'm by myself.
That's too bad.
It is.
You can put one. You can put one at the end of your name, and it'll just look like you're talking to multiple Ryans.
Hefty goofs. Goofs money. Yeah, Sizz has been a winner before. I don't believe IMJF Downs has won bingo yet, but we just started doing this, gosh, a couple months ago, where we were giving away the gaming gift cards. We've been playing bingo. I think we beta tested in like February or something like that. So, and if you ever have any bingo suggestions, please let us know too. So, something that you want to see on the bingo card, I believe the document on the bottom of the gamingmorningshow.com or .tv/bingo is still active. So Thank you for the dollar signs. Hefty Goof dollar sign. Wasn't it Kesha who originally had the S, and Kesha's name was a dollar sign, I believe? Yeah,
yes.
I think that's true. I do like this arena because it has some of the soccer chants in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's a good one. There's another one that's similar to this that I like. I forget what any of them are called, but it's kind of like this one, but it seems like a slightly like higher end field, like maybe a field they'd set up for like World Cup level, you know.
How did that score?
It's pretty cool. Magic.
It looked like it was going wide, and all of a sudden there were two bodies to the left that just... Oh, okay. I think they were trying to save the ball. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, no, they couldn't have predicted that, the way that bounced off, because it bounced off at an angle off the post. It happens.
No hard feelings yet, teammate. But don't screw us over. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Teammate deflected that. Oh.
Teammate can fly, though. Oof. I just got blowed up real hard. Yeah, if you have any weekend plans, you're welcome to share them with us. Also, we're asking today about donuts. It's National Donut Day, so we're asking what's the best place to grab donuts in your area or anywhere in the world. Like if you've had a really amazing donut one time when you were in, like, I don't know, France or something. I don't know where they make. Where's like the donut capital of the world?
Donut Germany.
Oh, I love Donut Germany this time of year. I wonder if there is a town that's named Donut. There's gotta be, right?
There's gotta be.
K-Laugh!
What are your thoughts, or what is your favorite grocery store donut?
Oh, so grocery store donuts are a lot like chicken strips at grocery stores. Like, they're very underrated.
Right.
But, you know, there's like the Safeway Albertsons chains. Those are pretty good. And I like... Oh, nope, I already lied to you. Fred Meyer is the Kroger brand in the Pacific Northwest. And they have this... I think it's kind of like an old-fashioned style donut, but it's coated. It's not like frosted. It's like almost a hard chocolate coating all the way around, too. It's not just like a topping. And it is the best donut. I'm going to call it a chocolate-coated old-fashioned.
Nice.
Because otherwise I would have said the like twisty donuts, like they're like cinnamon roll style, but they have a maple frosting on top. I love those at like Safeway Albertsons. Yeah, how about you?
Yeah, Fred Meyer's are pretty good. Their donuts are tasty. I've had the most Safeway donuts for whatever reason. Like, that's always a place where I've been or we are near when it's like, hey, let's just like grab a donut real quick. But yeah, I think Fred Meyer's donuts are better. For sure.
Get in there.
I'm also I'm a sucker for just like a maple bar.
Yeah.
I really enjoy maple bars. And both those places, both Safeway / Albertsons and Fred Meyer, have pretty good, solid, like, standard maple bars.
Yeah. And premium maple bars.
Giant maple bars.
Well, I think they make a thing called, not Safeway or Albertsons, but I think in general, Donut World, they have something called a Long John. And the Long John is supposed to be like a longer maple bar. And it is fantastic. You know, it's like I want maple bar, but I want more maple bar. And so
I want a maple. I want multiple maple bars, but 2 is too many. Do you have a 1.5 maple bar?
I just
Why,
want a
yes, we do.
I just want a maple bar where no one's giving me dirty looks for having too much maple bar. That's what I really want. All right, 7:23 West Coast time, 10:23 out east. It's 3:23 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thank you for being here. It is the Friday edition of the show, June 2nd, 2023. Thank you so much. We're so happy that it's June. Sean and I were so over May.
It's gonna be May? Nope, no more. It's not gonna be May.
It was not May's fault. It was ours, but we were just...
I think it was May's
Okay,
fault.
fair enough. Fair enough. Also, if you're playing exclamation point bingo, good news. Good news for you. I scored under 100 points that game. So
That's right.
don't blame me. Good
That was
morning.
the teammate's fault, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah. Blame our teammate. It was awful. Just so bad. Terrible. Never playing again.
You're toxic. This game is over.
All right. Good morning and nice chat to Drew Mega. It's great to have you here. Stick around. We have our interview
Nice chat.
with Giovanni Call Antonio coming up next on Gaming Morning Show. It is the Friday edition of Gaming Morning Show, and we are thankful to have the opportunity to talk sci-fi games in what has apparently been a very good sci-fi year with Giovanni Colantonio, the gaming section lead at Digital Trends. Good morning, Giovanni. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning to all y'all. Happy games morning to everybody.
Appreciate it very much. It is National Donut Day, and so we're asking folks, where is the best donut? Not necessarily the best type of donut, but where can you find the actual best donut, in your opinion?
Here's the thing. I can't answer best donut, but I have a bias. I'm a Massachusetts boy originally, so like Dunkin' Donuts is kind of like a religion, out there. So not the best donut by any means, but if I answer anything other than Dunkin' Donuts, I will not be allowed back in the state when I try to go back. And I am going back this weekend to visit, so I have to say it's Dunkin' Donuts.
We'll accept it. We actually, for a long time, had Lucas Michael on our show as one of our hosts and was a Dunkin' disciple for sure. So would definitely echo
life.
your sentiments for sure. We have you here because you wrote an article called "It's been a stellar spring for sci-fi video games," and there's 5 standouts. We're going to get into which one or two has really stood out to you, but curious, what prompted you to write about sci-fi games in the first place? Is that a genre that you've always been interested in?
Yeah, I love science fiction. I studied a lot, way back in the day in college. And what I really like about sci-fi is just how flexible a genre it is, right? How you can use it to talk about so many things about humanity and the human condition, or technology and where it's going, through these really inventive scenarios. So I always am looking for good science fiction, and I think video games as a medium are a really good fit for it, because obviously it lends itself to a lot of imaginative worlds and whatnot, and action and all these different ways that you can kind of pull it apart. Metroid is kind of like my favorite gaming series. I love the storytelling in that game. It's very subtle. It's very good. So going into 2023, I knew that it was going to be a big year for sci-fi. Obviously Starfield later in the year we got coming up. Armored Core is coming up in August. We knew that Dead Space was going to be at the beginning of the year. We knew that Star Wars Jedi was going to be there. And so I kind of knew this was happening. But there was a week at the end of May, I guess like 2 weeks ago, where I was playing like 3 games at once. And I was like, man, these are all really good, and they're all really like hard, good sci-fi games. And then I started to think about the last couple months, and I was like, I've I've been playing a lot of good sci-fi games since like March or April, and I just decided to illuminate some of that. A lot of the work I like to do is kind of connecting the dots and finding those trends, digital trends, and so that's kind of what I did here.
Nice. And you highlighted 5 of the standouts for the year in your article, which everyone should definitely check out. If you had to pick one or maybe 2 out of that list for the standouts, what would you pick?
Oh, there's so many good ones. I'm gonna go with 2 off the beaten path here, but I'll just say really quickly. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, obviously fantastic. Really enjoyed that. Picks up in the second half, especially narrative, really strong there. And if you have Xbox Game Pass, Planet of Lana, a really great little indie game to check out. Just like a nice little kind of like it reminds me of Inside or a game like that. A good little puzzle platformer with a nice subtle bit of storytelling. The 2 I actually want to call out, though, are ones that have been talked about a little bit less, and I think they deserve a little bit of shine. One is Star Trek Resurgence, which really kind of came out of left field for me. This game is by Dramatic Labs, which is one of the studios that formed after Telltale Games kind of went under and before it kind of came back. It is a narrative Star Trek game. Uh, didn't really get talked about a lot because it was launching in the wake of Zelda, in like the week or 2 after it, and nothing could really get out from under its shadow. The marketing for it was a little quiet. I assume because they kind of knew what the deal was. But if you like that kind of narrative style game, I really love what that game does. It is just a really neat marriage of IP and game genre. If you make a Star Trek game, maybe you'd be kind of like, oh, it should be an actioning, sci-fi space game like Star Wars or something like that. But obviously, that's not what Star Trek is, right? It's like a series that's very much about diplomacy. And it's such a smart idea to pair that with a game where you're making narrative choices and kind of, doing diplomacy in those moments where you're managing egos and whatnot and solving these kind of crises. Really neat game, a little bit of jank to it, but I think that's fine for what it is. Even if you don't like Star Trek, I think it's a really neat piece of sci-fi. The other one I wanted to call out, though, it has gone totally under the radar, and I really think it's worth talking about. It's this game called Return to Grace. Now, this game is developed by a studio that 2 years ago did a game called The Veil. And The Veil, for people who don't know it, is this game that has no graphics. You look at it and the screen is black for the entire game, but it is a full fantasy RPG. And the idea of it is that you play the entire thing kind of by sound. So it's very accessible to folks who are blind, and kind of shows you, if you're not, hey, like this is how you can kind of navigate the world through sound. Really cool game. Return to Grace is totally different. It's a more traditional kind of adventure game. It's like a good 3-hour narrative. You would almost call it a walking simulator, I guess. It's kind of like a Firewatch situation. Firewatch in space, I guess, is maybe the way that you would call it. And it's about an explorer who is going to a planet to find what happened to this AI that used to kind of run the earth, back in the day, and was this wonderful thing that everyone loved that at some point went offline. And it's like, what happened to this thing? Where did it go? What happened to this golden age of humanity? And really just a timely game that is talking about artificial intelligence at a time where that is obviously a hot topic, and asking some questions about like what happens when we rely on this too much, right? What happens when we hit this point where we treat this thing as a god that solves all of our problems? And the story is very much about going and discovering that and discovering how the people revered this thing and how it kind of maybe caused the downfall of humanity in some way, perhaps. Really great cerebral sci-fi game if you like that kind of thing. A good like 3-hour, again, like mostly walking simulator with some puzzles in there as well. Definitely both of those I think I want to shout out. Really worth checking out.
You can find the article. It's been a stellar spring for sci-fi video games. Try these 5 standouts on digitaltrends.com. We have it linked in the chat. Giovanni Colantonio, our guest from Digital Trends. You're also part of the Left Trigger, Right Trigger podcast. Describe that for those who aren't familiar.
Yeah, so I do a podcast. I've been doing it for six years or so. It's called Left Trigger, Right Trigger. It is we call it a video game book club, which is not exactly accurate, but it's just a catchy phrase. The premise of the show is that me and my 3 other hosts that are with me, each episode we pick a topic, just basically a word. We just kind of do a word association show where we say, "Hey, sword," and everybody comes to the show and they bring forward one game that they think fits into that topic in some way, and they kind of spin off into like, here's what I want to talk about in this word, and here's how I want to break this down. Sometimes we have some pretty in-depth discussions about game design. Sometimes we just do bits, like some of those are goofy. There's a healthy mix of that stuff. So if you like a gaming podcast that is insightful, comedic, and also doesn't require you to be up to date, if you want to kind of just have something that's not about like, these are the new games coming out and we're talking about them constantly. We talk about stuff from across the spectrum, talk about what everything is. There's a lot of context given. So yeah, it's a fun show. Anytime I promote this show, this always happens. I do it in June, right before we're about to record our Father's Day episode, which is our most unhinged episode that we always do. So if you're starting the show, maybe start before whatever Father's Day episode shows up in the feed in the next couple of weeks, because that one's going to get weird. So maybe start with Sword if you're popping in.
I look forward to checking it out, and we can find it through some of those links that we provided in the chat for chat. Last but not least, what is the number one best social handle for those who want to keep tabs on you?
Yeah, if you want to keep tabs on me, you can go to @MarioPrime on pretty much every platform, but mostly just on Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky, but it's just jokes there at the moment, so you're not going to get anything good. But if you want to follow my work, Twitter @MarioPrime or on digitaltrends.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing some sci-fi with us this morning. I hope you have the best weekend you possibly can.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Absolutely. Giovanni Colantonio joining us on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. It is 7:35 on this morning radio show that plays games. Holy cow, so much good information in there, and some things that I don't think I would have realized in terms of way some of these games are structured, meaning the way that you kind of open up that whole first part of that game in darkness, right? That Giovanni was talking about. I found that really intriguing.
Cool. Absolutely. Yeah, good highlight of some games worth checking out in that article and in the discussion. And like you mentioned, Planet of Lana in particular, which is one I've heard quite a bit about and is on a list of games that my wife wants to check out, is on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, it's worth downloading and checking it out, and let us know.
Pretty good stuff for sure. I had seen that game we just talked about, Project of Lana, right? Is that Planet of Lana?
Planet of Lana.
I had seen someone playing that unexpected. It might have been Kim Chica, which, from indie games and such, Jenny is one of the best in the whole business. And so I was watching that for a little bit, but even hearing how excited you were about Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which, Giovanni alluded to it, right? Like, a lot of people know about that game, right? But yeah, it was a pretty good recap of some of the 5 standouts for sure to start off the year. So thank you to Giovanni for joining us, and please give a follow Mario Prime on Twitter. All right, Sean will be back at the final hour crew. We'll have Jason Payne on from But Why Though at that stage, so we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with this Street Fighter 6 release. So pretty good stuff there. Walrus is unfortunately standing. I haven't had Sean gone for Walrus the handy thesaurus to stand in for a very long time, so that eyeball is just staring at me, and I'm not quite prepared for it. So good morning and nice chat to Hey, it's Brendan.
Nice chat.
We just talked about you this morning because Brendan is continuing to play through Tears of the Kingdom, and so if you would like to see somebody who's going through that game, I would invite you to check out Brendan's show, usually in the afternoon, but as of late, Brendan's been also starting as early as like 10 a.m. Pacific time. So, Brendan, you are fully authorized to self-promo when your next show is going to be. Good morning and nice chat to K-Laugh.
A warm welcome to our official head of research and development, K-Laugh.
So happy you're here, K-Laugh. There's so many things I've needed you to do in the last 3 and 4 weeks, and I can't remember what they are now. But I'm happy to see you. It's good to see you. Good morning, GMS. Appreciate it. Drew Mega was also kind enough to say great interview as well. Dungeon Meowster KJ is here.
Nice chat.
Nice chat to you. It's great to see you as well. Thank you for being part of it. We will play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth coming up at 8:07 a.m. Pacific time, ahead of our interview with Jason Payne coming up as well. All right, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We truly, truly appreciate it. We are going to have sports coming up at 7:50 as the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Final get underway this week. But right now, it's time to tell you the story that we're tracking at this hour. Before we do, I do want to share some National Donut Day facts with you, because our question of the day, chat, is asking you, where is the best donut? And thank you for the recommendation, Giovanni, for New Jersey, although it was Dunkin' Donuts, which I don't have a problem with Dunkin' at all. It's Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, Starbucks for life. I feel bad, actually. I let Giovanni get off the interview before I start smack talking the choice. National Donut Day falls on the first Friday in June each year, and we are getting geared up to savor our best loved fried dough confections, according to nationaltoday.com. Have you ever resisted eating one? It's certainly an uphill battle. Fortunately, National Donut Day falls on June 2nd. Be sure to visit your favorite donut shop and choose a variety of chewy, deep-fried goodness. At one point or another in our lives, we found ourselves craving a donut. When we think about it, it's not really a surprise that this treat hits the spot like no other. They pair exceptionally well with tasty hot beverages. They can be had as a quick snack or to accompany a long conversation. Most of all, there's a donut out there for all of us, from traditional glaze to daring recipes such as maple bacon donuts. The origins of National Donut Day can be traced back to Salvation Army's involvement in World War I. During this time, a group of volunteers was dispatched to the front lines and the mission of providing comforting meals for the troops. They soon found out that donuts were an effective way to provide food while navigating the difficulties of cooking in very dire circumstances. So there you go. Good morning and nice chat as well to Kasogo Plays. It's great to see you.
Nice chat.
Thank you for being here. Hey, it's Brendan said, yes, getting started as early as 9 a.m. on Tuesday and Thursdays lately. Also, Street Fighter 6 tomorrow at 10 a.m. If anyone is getting down on that game, I am actually participating in an Apex Legends event from 9-something to noon tomorrow Pacific time. Otherwise, I would totally jump in, but I do have the game getting to me sometime today or tomorrow. So if that's the case, Brendan, I will connect with you. All right, back to the At This Hour story.
You can news if you wanna.
Here's the story that we are tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. It is 7:40. Thank you for being with us. Earlier, we told you about the successful birth of a white-handed gibbon at the Oakland Zoo, which is apparently quite an accomplishment. Also, apparently, the offspring's name is Sunday Evening. You'll have to watch the VOD around 6:40 a.m. Pacific time to get the information there. But this one's a good one. It's from Ben Hooper of UPI. It's about a skunk that turned out to just be a stinky groundhog, which also sounds like some third grader's insult. You're just a stinky groundhog. Animal care and control officials in Kentucky said officers responded to a report of a skunk stuck in mud. Arrived to find the animal in distress was actually just, quote, a stinky groundhog. In a Facebook post, the officers responded to a report from a member of the public about a skunk stuck in the mud in Lexington. An officer arrived on the scene to discover the animal wasn't actually a skunk at all. Quote, though he was stinky, our skunk ended up being a juvenile groundhog. The groundhog was given a bath and taken to private rehab. The post said, animal is doing well and will likely be released back into the wild soon. Ew, it's so smelly. So smelly.
You've seen your last shadow, groundhog.
Oops. But I imagine, yeah, if you were hearing something, right, and it's stuck in the mud, and it stinks, like I think there's every reason to understand or believe that could be a skunk, right? I mean, I guess name an animal, an actual animal as opposed to an insect that maybe you consider more for its smell than a skunk, right? Like a skunk is almost synonymous with it smells bad. No, I could be making that up. I like Brendan goes, where is the best donut? Yes. And I think that is a fair way to answer that question, Brendan, because while part of our intent of asking it this way is to try to get actual recommendations of places to go and try if GMS was ever on the road, and that is still super helpful, right? We would very much like to know, like, if we ever went to your area, where should we go and get donuts? But I do think that there is rarely a donut shop that I've gone to where I'm like, oh no, never coming back here again. And I don't know, and KJ is one of our lead, if not the lead, culinary arts expert for this show. KJ, is it hard to screw up a donut? Or a donut's a fairly safe bet in terms of, if I were to try to make something that I couldn't screw up super easily, would a donut be such? Because I worry that you could undercook it. But if that's the case, if it would be very difficult to undercook a donut, then I think then at that point they're fairly foolproof, especially if like an overcooked donut is actually not that bad. You know what I mean? Brenda says, common mistake. Pepe Le Pew also thought he met a skunk. Truths. Also, we got into possums. Are possums stinky? Because KJ says possums smell like flowers. I'm guessing that that's not true. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. I'm as wrong as apparently I can be, which is donuts are deceptively difficult. Okay, fantastic. So, like how here I am trying to, like, make a, I don't know, testimonial that if you would like to get into cooking, start with a donut, because it is by far the easiest to not screw up, and it turns out I'm incredibly wrong. So. Donuts are easy to overcook and hard to temperature control. Okay, yeah, I admit, this may not surprise you based on how many culinary moments of culinary expertise I've demonstrated on the show. I never tried to cook donuts. I am not strong in the ways of the kitchen at all. Good morning, a nice chat to Alonzo. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here. Do I see Kasogo in the chat? Thank you for referring folks over. We appreciate it. If you've just joined us, if I could have Brendan, would you be so kind to do an exclamation point welcome to Alonzo for me, please? This is a morning radio show that plays games. My name is Hefty Goof. Above me right now is Walrus, the handy thesaurus, who is our thesaurus. So if you have a word that you would like to hear given some different options synonymically, you can. And we'd be happy to provide that for you. But Sean, Sports.Gaming, will be back in just a moment. So when Sean gets back, you'll have a chance to meet Sean. So appreciate it very much. Oh, thank you, Brendan. I appreciate it. Exclamation point welcome. And then you at. Sorry, that is something I've never asked Brendan to do before. I don't even think I've... Brendan, why don't you have a sword? Have we even asked you if you want a sword? Maybe that's the reason you don't have a sword. I would have, honestly, I would have assumed Brendan's had a sword since Brendan showed up to this show. What is happening? Anyway, thank you for trying, Brendan. I appreciate it. I put you on the spot there. How do you not have a sword? Anyway, Brendan's an ambassador to our Final Hour crew, so you can find out more about that coming up at the end of this. We have sports coming up next. If you are just joining us, too, it's a double interview day. Yesterday, Jason Payne from But Why Though was supposed to join us to talk about Street Fighter 6. I screwed up the day of the week. I had Jason. I promoted Jason since Wednesday's show as on the show on Thursday. My brain just went to, oh, I want to promo Jason twice, which means I have Wednesday's and Thursday's show to do that, and then we'll have Jason on Thursday. Clearly that was a mistake. So we're signing off yesterday, and I go to basically say goodbye to everyone, and I was like, and Jason Payne, and I asked Sean, I was like, what day is it? And Sean goes, it's Thursday, which I had been saying the whole show. And I go, oh my gosh, Jason was supposed to be on today. And so the moment we signed off, I went to my DMs, and Jason was there like, where you at? And also, am I on tomorrow now? and I felt so bad. So we're having a double interview day. We're going to have Jason on at 8:20 a.m. Pacific time, where we would usually do 5 questions GMS if we were having a second guest on the show. So instead, we'll just do a traditional interview. But we had Giovanni Colantonio on from Digital Trends. We talked about sci-fi games, which was super fun. And if you missed that, you can go ahead and check it out at about 7:25 a.m. Pacific time on the VOD. We start right at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So anyway, long story short, it's been a good show so far. It's been a great week of shows. We've had a ton of fun being back for a full week after taking all of last week off. And if you would like to check us out again, you can Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. I will also tell you, Alonzo, if you want to play bingo, we invite you to do so. Just go to that link, gamingmorningshow.tv/bingo. Even if you just followed, which you did a second ago on Twitch, thank you so much. I would really appreciate you playing bingo because we like to give away those $10 gaming gift cards. All right, we're in very good shape. It's 7:48 West Coast time, 10:48 out east, and 3:49 now for those watching GMS in the UK. Doo-doo-doo. Thank you for being part of it. Possums are very good smelling animals. I've known 2 personally in my life. It is very true. Just a sec, I need to grab my pen. Paper. I have a napkin. Takeaway. Possums smell good. That's something I learned. I had no clue. I also had no clue that apparently it's really hard to cook donuts. So I'm 0 for 2 in this second part of hour number 2 today. If you're gonna get into cooking, start with pancakes. We always encourage you to start with pancakes.
Put it on a pancake.
Similar effect, but no deep fryer. I do like making pancakes sometimes. Don't at me. I don't like donuts, says KJ. Interesting. Yeah, that would be a rarity, I'd imagine. Do you have any other dislikes that are related to donuts? Like, are donuts too frosted or too sweet or something like that?
Bingo.
Congratulations, KJ, already getting a bingo this morning. Alonzo says, I am in Eastern Standard Time. Well, welcome. It's 10:50 out east. So thank you for being part of this morning radio show that plays games. It is 7:50 on the West Coast, which means it's time for sports. Sports brought to you as always by King Gray. Find King Gray on the internet. King Gray, you've had 4 takeaways this show so far. K-Laugh. I don't even remember what the hell are. I did like learning about the sci-fi games, though, with Giovanni earlier in the show. All right, here's your sports scoreboard. Yesterday, the NBA Finals started in Denver, the first ever time the Nuggets have been in the NBA Finals, and the number 1 seed out of the Western Conference, your Denver Nuggets, a 104-93 win over Miami. So a 1-0 lead, and game 2 is scheduled for Sunday in Denver. That'll be a 5 p.m. Pacific time start on ABC. Meanwhile, the Stanley Cup final starts on Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific time on TNT. The Florida Panthers at the Vegas Golden Knights. Coincidentally enough, both the final in the NHL and the finals in the NBA are a 1-8 matchup. The top seed from the Western Conference versus the last seed in the Eastern Conference. So that'll be the matchup with number 8 Florida against number 1 Vegas, coming up 5 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. All right, chat, we're asking you yesterday on June 1st, did the Mets win? Let us know. Did the Mets win? Yes or no in chat. Meanwhile, the K-Laugh Memorial Golf Spot. Golf claps all around. This happening in Dublin, Ohio, the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. K-Laugh, did you know that your K-Laugh Memorial Golf Spot is actually the Memorial Tournament this week? Right now, David Lipsky has a 2-shot lead. They're underway in round number 2 over Patrick Cantlay, Hideki Matsuyama, and Matt Wallace. Right now, David Lipsky has a 2-stroke lead. WNBA yesterday, Connecticut 89, Minnesota 84. And no Premier League or Europa League scores to report, but we can tell you that in the Argentine Primera Division, SAR and Knob went to a 0-0 draw, and Ars took care of Bach 1-0. All right. Did the Mets win? KJ says yes. Kasogo says no. Drum roll, please. The correct answer is yes. The Mets did win. So KJ,
Correct.
you are correct. A 4-2 win against Philadelphia. The Mets, I think, have won 3 in a row, as they were 27-27, now 30-27 on the year. Meanwhile, Drew Mega's Toro Nodo Blue Pigeons beat Milwaukee 3-1. The Miami Marlins of Fish, a 10-1 home loss to San Diego. And Sean's LA Angels of Southeastern Los Angeles near Disneyland Angels, a 5-2 loss at Houston. It's about all the other scores that we have to report for you. Sis, good for the Mets. Good for the Mets. Sorry, Kasogo, you were
Incorrect.
Keep trying, though. We did the Mets win nearly every single sports segment. So, Alonzo, let's go Connecticut, yeah. How about your son? Although I tend to root for the Lynx. For some reason, I've always liked their logo. Sean and I are going to try our hardest to get up to a Seattle Storm game this year, because the Storm, we kind of missed a great era of Storm basketball with Breonna Stewart and Sue Bird and such, but it'd still be fun to go up there and take a look. So there you go. All right, any other things to report for sports? Not really. Pretty much round 3 of that tournament tomorrow. A lot of baseball and such. So there you go. That is your sports at 7:50 on this morning radio show that plays games. It is now 7:54. Okay, on the other side of the break, we are going to have Jason Payne. You are also going to get a little bit of a live edit, because I've been changing the way that we queue up our interviews, and it just dawned on me that I need to do something really quick. So what's going to happen is you're going to see me do a live edit. And so if you have live edit on your bingo card, good news. You're going to get something out of this. I'm just going to go ahead and move some stuff around. So we will be back. This is us going to break. It'll just look slightly different than it usually does. So thank you for being here. Final hour crew for the final show of the week is coming up next. We'll play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth and more on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. We'll be right back.
Try to toe the line, make you wanna stay. Asking myself why you keep going away. Don't want more goodbyes, so I gotta say that although I've tried, sometimes we all feel a little unsure. We don't really know what we're here for, but I've got to move on. I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are gone, and I don't need you anymore, Speaking out loud, trying to make you proud, finding my place in your heart. Just tell me what you want to hear, since I'm feeling out with fear. Can't believe you're near, so let's stay right here. You're really making me see I love the good we can be here in your arms, counting all the stars. Oh, 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 when will you have time to keep me in your life? So, oh, oh, our past is forgotten, our stories rewritten.
Hi, I'm Bob from Gaming Morning Show. You know, the voice from the box. As the proud owner of an amazing voice, I, like many of you, am familiar with the amazing voice of our friend Austin Attack. Her very popular music is available as a points redemption on her stream at twitch.tv/AustinAttack12.
She'll fantasize about it every single day, but she can't find it in her heart to run away. And no one's listening with Northern Men.
However, it is Austin's sound effects that are the real hidden gem. So today, we are offering you the greatest sound effects ever created by Austin Attack. Previously, these individual sound effects were only available for easy in-home playback by searching hours of VODs. But now, thanks to GMS, you can listen to these one-of-a-kind sound effects with our special edition 16 CD, 35 cassette tape, 1 Laserdisc set. For the first time, you can own Austin saying, "Beach."
Beach?
Plus, who can forget Austin makes a car
What
noise?
sound do cars make? Vroom, vroom.
Or that time that Austin tried to make the noise a dodgeball makes.
And then like a ball, like, like.
No.
I was trying to make like a dodgeball sound.
And if you order now, we'll include the best of Grimm sound effects at no additional charge.
Oh yeah?
Hi, Grimm. Get the best of Austin Attack's special effects collection by sharing random cat pictures in our Discord. Please keep in mind this collection is fictitious, and you'll never actually receive anything, except our love. And isn't that better anyway? Order your collection. Austin Attack. Songs for the beach.
Beach.
By calling 555, put it on a pancake, or visit our website, GamingMorningShow.tv. Our fulfillment department is standing by, which means you'll probably never see anything. They're so fired.
Tell your friends, tell your mom. Gaming Morning Show is on 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, come Monday through Friday and sometimes after dark. The daily theme with a question mark. We got gaming news and sports and Bob. Hefty, Austin, Mike, and Sean, the heartthrob. I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, today's interview and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thank you so much for being a part of it wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. It is Friday, June 2nd, 2023. This is the final show of the week, and we are entering the final hour crew of said final show of the week. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for those who have been hanging out with us throughout the course of the morning. I just learned something that I did not know about Streamlabs OBS, and that is that if you have a scene that is one of your sources, you can double click on that scene in the sources column and it will take you to that scene, and it looks like it doesn't reset any of your sources. That is hugely a win for me. So look at Happy Hefty Goof. I am so happy. I can't believe it. It's exciting. All right, we're going to play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, and then we are going to get out of the way for Jason Payne, a writer for But Why Though. We're going to talk Street Fighter 6 coming up in about 15 minutes from now. But first,
hello to the final hour crew.
It is great to see the final hour crew. Thank you for being here already. Hey, it's Brendan _ says, oh no, I am sorry you did not know this. I am so happy that I found it out though. Danger Master KJ is here. Takeaway number 5. What a learning show for all Hefty. No, I had no clue. I knew you could put scenes in places. I just didn't know you could double click them and go to places. Oh my gosh. Super cool. Super cool. Businesses is here. My hype person. Thank you for being with us. Good morning and nice chat on YouTube to IKIDIEIN. It's great to see you.
Nice chat.
Also, it's been great to have Kisogo Plays here this morning. King Gray brought breakfast tacos. It's great to have you with us as well. Good morning for the first time and happy FHC to Alonzo.
Hello, FHC.
Welcome to Gaming Morning Show. We appreciate you being here. Also, K-Laugh is here. It's great to see you as well. We've had the pleasure of having many of you here for the entire show. Drew Mega has stopped by over the course of the morning as well. RHS Jack was here very briefly, and I didn't get a chance to say hi to you, Jack, so thank you for being part of it.
Nice chat.
Jack said there's a place within walking distance that makes me their own donuts and pastries. Wonderful elderly couple who speak very little English. Jack contributed that earlier in the show. I am JF Downs has been here today. We've had Escape Reality and many more. If I missed your name or if you're lurking or listening, thank you so much for being part of it. I truly, truly appreciate it. Also, please play ! Bingo.
The word of the day is
money. So we've seen the likes of Money Is and I am JF Down Money and Money Port Money Doc Money Gaming. Probably.
Nailed it.
Yeah. They call you the money man. Did you not know that?
Oh no, that's new to me.
All right, like I said, we're about 12 minutes away from Jason Payne's appearance. Let's get you into Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall into the Monster's Mouth.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
1,770 banked balloons is our all-time record, and we are keeping it going with you today in the category of All About Sports.
Sports.
Brenda goes, that's like me discovering a few weeks ago that you can make one of the elements full screen after 3 years of using OBS. Sean, I just found out that in the columns of slobs, if you have a scene as a source, you can double click it. It will take you to that scene. It'll transition you to that scene.
Ooh, nice.
That's huge. That's huge.
Wonder if that. It doesn't work here.
No, get wrecked.
Better.
Let's see. We have a D from King Gray.
D, yes.
Also, KJ, happy effing Friday. Woot. Yeah, let's go. Downs took that classic. That guess of Balls Boy.
Now that's a big swing.
Yeah, that's when the ball boy has to retrieve multiple.
Yeah. Like there's, for some reason, he fell asleep for one shot. I'm thinking tennis. And then the second one, he goes, oh no, and he runs. He goes, I was such a balls boy.
And then holds them both up. As they do. We have an O from Brendan.
Oh, correct.
An E from KJ.
E, no.
It's not a phase, Mom. We have Sport Car from King Gray. Oh my gosh, we have Busbull Bat. And now we have Busbuld Bat. Does it sound like I'm doing like a really poor like Russian accent or something like that?
Yeah, it does.
Excuse me, Sean. I'm curious. Do you like to play the Busbull?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry. I was just wondering if you happen to have a Busbuld Bet.
Sorry. Like a moldy bet? What do you say?
Now that's a big swing.
We interrupt bad Russian accents for Quiet I'm Gaming breaking the door down and getting the correct answer.
Correct.
I fought every urge, by the way. At some point during our first interview, he said something about something being quiet, and I really wanted to go, I am gaming.
Let's not scare the guests off before they have a chance to understand what the hell we're doing over here.
Guess I could have done a shout out in chat for Quiet I Am Gaming. That would have been a good alternative.
Listen, we're not kidding you, y'all. We have a hard time. Like if Giovanni had been on the show and was like, yeah, I mean, I got down with that game. I'd be like, got downs with that game.
Downs with that game.
Who wouldn't? Speaking of Downs had guessed S and then saw that Quiet had solved the puzzle. Downs went not S. So. All right, here's our ad. Oh, have you been trying to get more energy in your life? Well, buy an EV.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Electric vehicles are on your side.
It's opposites. Your category is opposites. I never expected us to have fun with mock commercials. But here we are. So.
I put the extra one on the wrong word, but you get it.
Now that's a big swing.
Who's Lloyd?
We have Caleb guessing correctly that Sports.Gaming comes through soft and hard.
It's supposed to be soft and hard. I got him backwards.
And then you have Quiet and Lloyd. Don't you remember that classic combo from I did it again. That combo from Back to the Future?
I do.
Yeah, starred Michael J. Quiet and Christopher Lloyd. Oh, I like Caleb's better. Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? From Lloyd and Dumb and Dumber. That's good. Pride and Prejudice. We have a Found and Lost from Downs. Let's go the U just for funsies, because Found has a U in it, and Downs always likes to guess U, so
U. Yes.
Nice.
a T from quiet.
T. Ding, ding, ding.
Sean with a nice up and biggest of thank yous to our official terrible sound effects department. It's Copia. Oh, yeah, Jack went with guilt and fruit, that old saying. Super and fun. It's opposites. We have an R from quiet.
R. No.
I'm having a hard time not assuming that first letter is a Q. There's lots of letters it could be, but for some reason my mind is like, that first letter is a Q.
Q-U-I, yeah, so it can't be quiet. We have R-A-T.
Space rats.
Let's go. An A from Alonzo, a T from Brennan, and an O from Calaf.
A. No. O. Yes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? What? I wanted it to be like guilt and truth, but that's not going to be the case. I wanted it to be quiet and churnt, but that can't be it. Also, too many, but not enough letters for churnt. So, an S from Brendan.
T.
No. An S from Brendan.
S. Cha-ching.
Good. An E from Alonzo.
E. Yes.
And then Calaf brings it home. Guest and host.
Nice.
Cracked. Cracked.
Calaf, it's good to see you in the chat this morning. Yeah, it was a tricky one for sure. 4 more banked balloons. We're up to 1,780. We have time to maybe play one more. Here's your game 2 ad. Have you ever thought about listening to hip hop on Amazon Music? Well, you can. It's a music service. Amazon Music.
Hip hop is on your side.
All about sports, huh? Quiet.
Now that's a big swing.
Ball boys, you say? Baseball. Oh no. Baseball bat. Can you say it just so I know if it's just me or if that's a great way to start learning how to do an accent?
Just take the vowels out.
Yes, will you do it, please?
Baseball.
Baseball
bat.
Takeaway number 8 this morning. I have so many. King Gray, can you please summarize my takeaways when we get to that part of the show? Let's go A.
A. Yes.
It might be ball. Oh, no, it can't be ball boys. I'm sorry. KJ wanted the L.
L. Yes.
What did Jack say?
I lie?
Jai a lie?
Yeah, it's that game with they play in a big room and they have like a big curved like thing and they like sling the ball really fast and it goes like 100 miles an hour. People get seriously hurt.
I learned something today. Nice.
Number 9. Or 10, I lost count.
Yeah, what did we have the education show planned today? We have Goalpost from Drew Mega.
Oh, correct.
All right. I was trying to hustle to get one more in, but I don't think we're going to have time before Jason joins us. So Goalpost, a perfect though to end it. That's pretty good.
That's really solid.
All right. 1,787 banked balloons on this edition of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Good job, chat.
Proud of you.
It's always nice when we can end the week on a positive note.
Interesting. Oh, there it is. Whew. I thought our Nightbot
Sean, your internet is not being cooperative. Which is kind of a bummer, because yesterday we had internet issues as well.
Was broken. All of our things kept disappearing, but we're good. Mm-hmm.
1.
2.
Oh, good. A Nightbot got you, said Sis.
Nightbot's always out to get me.
All right. Let's see if you'll stay on the screen this time. Don't mess with me. All right, I think we're in good shape. It was kind of funny though that happened just now, because earlier in the show we found out that we can hide from you, chat.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see you. Can you see me?
Where'd Ryan go?
See, tell me. Can't see me. So, all right. It's 8:19 West Coast time. It is 11:19 out east. 4:19 for those watching GMS in the UK.
Doo-doo-doo.
Thank you for being with us, Jason Payne. But why though? Next gaming morning show. Thank you for being here. Gaming Morning Show. We appreciate you hanging out with us. It is the Friday edition of the show, and we appreciate you spending some time with us, and thankful to have the opportunity to talk to Jason Payne from But Why Though, writer for that outstanding outlet that we've been, we've had someone on from But Why Though every year, certainly since the show began, for a long time, was a regular of ours, and thankful that Jason is joining us to talk Street Fighter 6. Good morning to you, Jason. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How is everybody?
We're doing pretty okay. Sean and I have been talking a little bit about Street Fighter 6 for a good amount of time, only in the sense that I kind of really loved fighting games back in the day, like when I was a kid. But I switched from Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat like very early on in that time. So I haven't been as excited about Street Fighter for a while until, for some reason, this one. And it seems like maybe I chose a right time to get back in, because you're saying this might be the best Street Fighter game in over a decade. So let's start with that headline. Why do you think it could be the best one in over a decade?
Well, it's definitely the best one in a while in terms of breaking in new players. It has 3 different control schemes. the one that'll probably most new players would jump on is modern. And there's also a dynamic control scheme that's a bit more user friendly. I almost feel that one is almost an accessibility one because you can pull off controls with even if let's say if you're missing fingers, because it's like very it only requires like a small number of inputs to pull off special moves. But those don't offer an advantage over the classic control scheme, which is more what most veteran players gravitate to.
Nice. And it seems like this game has added some pretty unique game modes and has quite a bit of variety. What are some of the modes that really piqued your interest with this?
They have how would I say it? They have one mode, it's like extreme battle mode. It kind of throws in obstacles almost like Smash, if you will. There's a one case, there's a bull that runs through the screen. You can combo your opponent off of it. There's also their like kind of world tour mode where you can with their very in-depth creative characters, like their it's like an RPG essentially. You start off with the new character Luke as your first coach. So those are the moves you're going to be getting right out of the gate. But then as you progress through the story, you'll find more characters to learn from. They become your teachers, and you pick up your moves as you go. And then they have their new online lobby, the Battle Hub, which is great because that offers a variety of modes as well. You have ranked, you have casual, as well as there's an arcade within that arcade that offers classic Capcom games.
We're talking to Jason Payne, writer for But Why Though on Gaming Morning Show, talking about Street Fighter 6, which is out today. I've long remembered characters being so central to and more iconic, I guess, maybe with Street Fighter, right? Even my son, who started to play Super Smash Bros, and so has started to bring up some of the Street Fighter characters who were in that game, and we've kind of bonded over that. Share with us some of the new characters for Street Fighter 6 and what you thought so far of the overall storytelling of this game.
Well, I have two favorites. Luke is their new poster boy. I feel that they're trying to push, but my two favorites are Marisa and Manon. Manon's a French judoka. Her moves are even her setups are very much like you'd see in judo. Her style is about pulling their opponents in to set up these throws. And Marisa is an Italian pancration fighter. I don't know if you watch MMA, but her entire skill set is pretty much everything you would see in mixed martial arts, because pancration is a forefather of modern mixed martial arts. And they both have the same vocab person, Kana Watanabe. She fights for Ryzen and Bellator, and which is why their moves look so true to life in the video game. And as far as the storytelling, as far as like the arcade mode goes, it's not drawn out or anything. It's very like straight to the point. The storytelling this time around is more about the player's character versus what the characters offer in like arcade mode. Like, yeah, it's like fun, but it's like super quick. But you're gonna get more story out of doing the world tour.
Well, it's exciting. I haven't had a chance to play one of the Street Fighter games, except maybe I think PlayStation Plus had Street Fighter 5 for like a little bit of time. Any advice if I were to start getting back into fighting games?
Well, keep an open mind. Spend a lot of time in practice mode. Don't be afraid to get your butt kicked. Losing part of the process. It is what it is. And just like keep at it. Even if you do have to start in like modern mode or dynamic and just work your way up from there just to learn the mechanics. But yeah, don't be afraid to like start at like square one.
Hear that, Sean? Start at square one. We can become fighting game bros as well.
I'm down.
Jason, if anyone wanted to follow you and kind of keep up with the work that you do, whether it's for But Why Though or elsewhere, what is the #1 social media handle for them to follow?
All right, it's going to be on Twitter. That let me spell it out for you. It's going to be a grappling polymath on Twitter, or you can just look up my name, Jason Payne. But my Twitter handle is GRAPPLN polymath.
Perfect. And we do have that link through to our chat. Jason Payne of But Why Though, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today on Gaming Morning Show.
All right, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That was a pleasure. Fantastic to have Jason with us this morning. And talking fighting games, which I know, as I mentioned, Sean has, I don't think you retired from from those kind of games. You just never were really into them.
Yeah, that career never started. I've had interest in many fighting games in the past, different iterations of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat in particular, but I've just never dived deep enough to actually get proficient with any fighting game. It's never been anything like I'm naturally good at, so I've never picked one up and been like, oh, this was meant for me. It would definitely be a slog of like really doing some homework to learn how to play a fighting game properly, and I've just never gotten to that point. I do enjoy watching them, and especially watching friends play, so I'm excited for Street Fighter 6. Either way, either I watch you or maybe I give it a shot.
It is coming to my mailbox here shortly, so hopefully I'll have a chance to put it into motion. But yeah, I mean, I like even getting Jason's perspective on folks who have enthusiasm for actual MMA, right? And then seeing some of those techniques, those disciplines put into the game, because I've perceived fighting games to be just so button mashy, even when I liked them, right? I never thought, oh, this is an accurate portrayal of a fighting technique. And I think that that's a shame, because I even remember there were certain Mortal Kombats where I think you could flip what type of fighting style you were using with the characters, like it was a toggleable thing during the course of the game. So a good reminder from Jason for me in that respect. And I like all the different game modes too. I did see a thumbnail or like a screenshot of the game, and it looked like one of the fighters were fighting a semi-truck. And my brain went back to the original Street Fighter 2 where you could beat up the car. It was like a bonus level, right? And so I thought maybe that's what it was, but maybe that's one of those scenes where like all of a sudden a semi-truck comes flying through the arena.
Why is Optimus Prime here?
All right, please do us a favor, chat. It is always very kind of you if you can take the time to do so. Go to the Street Fighter review on But Why Though and either share it or follow Jason on Twitter and retweet Jason's tweet of that review. That super helps everybody who joins us on the show. Also, same for Giovanni from our first hour with Digital Trends. If you missed that one, you can go ahead and check out the article on Digital Trends. It's been a stellar spring so far for sci-fi video games. Try these 5 standouts. All right, it's 8:31 on the West Coast. We have time to play one more Rocket League game if you want to.
Yeah, we could do that.
Did you shut it all down, or do you want to try to play?
No, we can try to play.
Perfect. Yeah, it's odd. We usually go until probably about 8:35 when we play 5 questions GMS, but not technically with traditional interviews. I do want to give Jason a huge thanks again for joining us today, because I screwed up our interview time yesterday, and so it's great, and I'm very thankful that Jason was willing to join us earlier, or rather later, when I had them originally scheduled for Friday. All right, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show? Among the other days of the day today, we've shared National Donut Day with you quite a bit, but it's also American Indian Citizenship Day, National Bubba Day, National First Ladies Day. It is also National I Love My Dentist Day, National Janice Day, National Leave the Office Early Day. What a great opportunity for you. Leave the office early, courtesy of Gaming Morning Show, and also a National Day of the Day. Yeah. Sean can always write you a doctor's note if you need it.
Yeah. You just let me know how early you want to leave, and I'll write it up.
I'll take care of that for you. National Rocky Road Day and National Rotisserie Chicken Day as well. I like
a good rotisserie chicken.
You read my mind. I do too. I don't like disassembling the rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, it's a bit of work, but it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you get like all of the, like when you get a pretty cleaned rotisserie chicken, like I love all of the meat. I just don't like the actual disassembly process. So, although yesterday I was cleaning berries, we had bought berries from the store, and for the longest time, we had seen TikTok going nuts about ways to clean berries with like baking soda and vinegar. And I've never tried the baking soda trick, and I did that yesterday, and we'll see if it actually sustains the length of time the berries can live in the refrigerator. Why did we reload for another Rocket League game?
I don't know. I just came out of goal too. Had I stayed back there for like 2 more seconds, I would have been in
There was no
position to
reason
stop
for you
that.
to do that.
Yeah.
That was nuts. Oh, also reminder, tomorrow 10 a.m. Pacific time, Hey It's Brendan will be playing Street Fighter 6. So if you want to check that out, or if you want to participate, you can go to Hey It's Brendan _ on Twitch. I felt like that person was trying to troll us there for a second and try to hit another like midfield shot.
Yeah.
Kalaf asked Brendan, who are you maining? And that's the thing, is like I have no frame of reference anymore. I did read in Jason's review that, and I always say Ryu, I don't know if that's right, like has remained largely the same. But that was a thing that I didn't expect. I didn't realize that like Luke was kind of becoming the new Capcom poster boy.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some of the game and watch you play, watch some friends play. I'm excited. It'll be fun. I've heard really good things. I listened to Kind of Funny did their weekly PlayStation podcast, and they featured some talk about Street Fighter 6, and it sounds like a good time.
Nice job, Justin. You know what happened,
He was
right?
just in time.
That's exactly what happened. Nice work, Sports.Gaming.
He was sports stock in time. That didn't work as well.
That's my favorite Turtles game. Sports Doc in time. Cowabunga. I'm surprised there hasn't been a Shredder's Revenge release date for the Switch yet.
Yeah.
Or a Cowabunga
collection. Kind of gone dark.
Right, it's Shredder's Revenge is on it, but not it's Cowabunga Collection. Or do I have those backwards? I can't remember.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself too. I think you're right though.
Yeah, because I would search in the GameFly queue, and that one's on my list, and it keeps saying 12/31/23, which is GameFly code for they don't have a release date yet. Hard-fought Rocket League match to end the week. Last call for weekend plans. Sean is doing a lot of outside sports, which translates into outside sneezing. Maybe a winery visit for me. We have Hefty Daughter recital. We have get together with Sean and oh my gosh, hit the ball. Sorry. Hit the ball's not joining us. It's friends that are joining us. I had a wide open net.
And I was there to follow for you if I needed.
I'm so sorry. All right, let's try this again. I twisted, and I didn't need to twist. I just needed to hit the ball straight. That's all I needed to do. Sizz, pick me up. My confidence is shot. Oof. I hope... Oh, thank goodness. I hope I slowed them down because I got blowed up, and that was about all I did. You're doing great, Hefty. Thank you, Sizz!
They're just always in the right place.
The right time. It's almost like our teammate is their philosophy. Get it?
Couldn't get it down. The one shot we had a breakaway wide open net. I don't remember what happened.
Oh my gosh, you're crushing my soul. You're crushing my soul. This is why I'm not playing fighting games with you. Oh.
Oh, nice try.
I can't believe I missed that wide open net. I'm so mad. It's 8:38. All right.
It's a good game.
That was a fun week. It was great to be back. I hope you had as much fun as we did, chat. Thank you so much for being part of it. I did get over 100. Sean would have been MVP. So for some reason, you know what, chat, for you, you can check mark both Sean was MVP and I scored under 100. Okay? Just because you stuck with us and Sis picked me. It's for Sis. So there you go. Yeah.
It's versus?
Bonus bingo. Also, by the way, get Boomerang Jack's demo. It's available now on Steam. All right. We have to go quickly to the end of the show. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? King Gray, what were all my takeaways that were pretty okay? Because I don't even remember all of it. It's been quite the learning show for me. Big thanks again to Jason and Giovanni. Go to our YouTube page. We are starting to put some videos out with celebrity birthdays, and we would appreciate it if you could give us a quick thumbs up on those or a comment. Always appreciate it very much. But also when we put the VOD or the standalone video of the interviews with Giovanni and Jason, especially on those where people are giving us their time, it would do us a lot of good if you could give us the thumbs up, all the algorithmic stuff for those especially. So KJ said, can we have a wrong date so I can have bingo? What do you mean, on this day, this Thursday, April 27th, 2023? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no, I would never do anything to taint the sanctity of bingo. Perfect. All right, let's get the news. Once again, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is still Friday, June 2nd, 2023, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. MetaQuest 3 is coming out later this year, Q3 of 2023. It was announced yesterday during a MetaQuest gaming showcase. It is going to launch for just under $500. The Quest 2 and the Quest Pro are getting price cuts as well, and those two systems will also receive a software update which will improve performance on both VR headsets. So if you're in the market for a new VR headset and you like the Quest platform, wait a little bit because the new one's coming out. We talked a lot about Nintendo this morning. The first step is a follow-up to 1-2 Switch. This sequel is going to be called Everybody 1-2 Switch and is going to come out at the end of this month on June 30th. So check that out. And also out at the end of this month are 4 new pastel Joy-Con Switch control colors. So you can check those out. There's a purple, green, pink, and yellow. They will be paired up in that order, purple with green, pink with yellow, and those will run a usual $79.99 as most of the Joy-Con packs do. So you can check those out June 30th for both the game and the new Switch controllers. Out today, we had some highlights such as Street Fighter 6, which we've talked quite a bit about. Super Mega Baseball 4 is out on all of the platforms except for Switch, but our most prestigious award of Name of the Morning this morning goes to We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie, out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC.
I'm sorry, what was the name of that one again?
We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie.
Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Re-rolls right off the tongue.
All right, maybe we'll find somebody who's playing Street Fighter 6 this morning, so we'll work on that right now. What are your takeaways that are pretty okay? What is something that you learned from this morning radio show that plays games? Please let us know in the chat. Also, coming up on Monday, we'll be back at 6 a.m. Pacific time. We'll have our bingo giveaway, and then next week, we announce our name of the month for the month of May. So we'll have that coming up. We'll have finalists for you on Monday's show, and then we'll name the winner on Tuesday. Working on trying to get our creator for Where Is My Cat, our April name of the month, on the show coming up hopefully by midweek next week. but we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. All right. We told you about the California Zoo that announced the birth of a white-handed gibbon baby. We told you about the skunk that turned out to be just a stinky groundhog. So that's some of the things, as well as all the news that Sean shared with you. Dennis Haysbert, Wayne Brady, and Awkwafina among those who have birthdays today, celebrity-wise, and then big birthday shout-out again to Lucy the First, and also to Kage Boy. Kage Boy having a birthday today as well. All right, takeaways there are pretty okay. After the clip of the day, we'll get to that in just a moment, and then we will send you somewhere if you're watching on Twitch. Fun show, and especially when we have double interviews, always super fun to have people who share their expertise with us. Very, very much appreciated on this morning radio show that plays games. All right, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look, it's the clip of the day. Toot toot. Debbie Downer over there. Also, Justin Long, who was in the iMac commercials for the longest time and was in Dodgeball, is 45 today.
Nice. Full.
AJ Styles and Lex Luger, both professional wrestlers, have birthdays today as well, 46 and 65 respectively. So there you go. There are your birthdays. Let's pivot and move on to this day in gaming history. We'll see what's going on in that world. Sean, in the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
Sony announced its plans to sell the PlayStation 2 chipset to other manufacturers.
In the year 2000.
What does that mean?
It means they're selling the chipset so other people can use it.
And so would anyone actually have done that?
Probably because it's a pretty good chipset.
2009! I still think there's a very good chance, Sean, that I don't fully understand what it means to share your chipset. Oh. I think Sean had to go. Thank you, Sean. I didn't realize Sean had to leave. I forgot. I think Sean always has to leave about 5 minutes earlier on Fridays. Look how lonely I am. It's just me and a walrus. So, there you go. Good morning and nice chat to the Element of One. Thank you for being here. Very much appreciate it.
Nice chat.
Hey, Element, I tried to tell everyone, I don't remember what are we doing tomorrow? I know that you and me and Austin are doing something together. I just don't remember what it was. So, can you remind me? What tournament are we in? Like, I know we're playing Apex. I just don't know what tournament we're in. Also, Billy Thundergun, teammate of the Match Award winner. Man, there were just so many of you who had great shows today. K-Laugh was here. Alonzo joined us for the first time. Brendan was great as always. King Gray. Okay, King Gray's Billy Thundergun Award is going to carry over from yesterday because King Gray kind of helped pace me throughout the course of the early part of the show. So I'm going to give it to King Gray again.
Billy Thundergun, teammate of the Match Award.
We're playing an Element of One's B-Day tourney. Who is your friend? Give us their name. Are they on Twitch or a streaming platform? We'll give them a birthday shout out as well. Drew Mega says, my takeaway is that Sean makes a pretty good singing announcer. Yes, very good. He's almost like one of those folks who is in like the barbershop quartets. So that was pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go on a little bit of a wild card here. I just went to the Street Fighter 6 category. I searched the LGBTQIA plus tag on Twitch, and there's somebody who has 125 followers. Everybody is welcome here, friends. I am Jordan or Vanquish. Nice to meet you. Are you looking for a safe space and a place where you can be your awesome self? Then stop by here. You are always welcome. Stay blessed. So let's send our audience that way, and you can say good morning from GMS. We would truly appreciate it, and hopefully it was a good chance that we ourselves have taken. So if you'd be so kind as to say good morning from GMS. To Agos Sia Ifa. To Agos Cialpha. It's your birthday song. It isn't very long. All right, we're going to go right over there to Vanquish. Stay tuned. Best moments from today's show. And big thanks again to Giovanni Colantonio and Jason Payne for joining us as our guests today. We will let you know on Twitter and in Discord when we have their VODs ready to go on our YouTube page. So stay tuned. Best moments next. Thank you for being a part of it. For Sean Frost and for everyone who made it possible, thank you so much for being part of it as well. This has been Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, GamingMorningShow.tv. Where am I supposed to go?
Just duck down.
Where am I supposed to go?
Just duck down. Here we go. All right, chat, talk amongst yourselves. We're going.
We're not here.
No, we're not here.
Thank goodness they can't see us.
Yeah.
This would be really embarrassing if they still could.
Yeah, that'd be silly.
So, we getting tacos tonight?
I'm working a baseball game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But Gray brought tacos.
But Gray can't see us anymore.
Yeah, but we can see him.
Oh, that's how this works?
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's like we're cloaked.
Yeah. Take that, Gray.
Maybe
Got him.
Is it more effective if I turn my back to them?
No, because then it just looks like you're mad at them.
Which was hailed as a milestone for the zoo's conservation efforts, has been born. The zoo announced the parents May and Rainier welcomed a baby Sunday evening, and the mother has been, quote, demonstrating excellent maternal care by cradling and nursing her newborn baby.
Nice.
This is a quick sidebar conversation. You being in the medical field as a doctor, is that a typical way that OBGYNs announce the behavior of mothers who have just given human birth?
No, not so much.
It's not in the notes that so-and-so is demonstrating excellent maternal care?
I'm gonna start saying that, though. Anytime I see somebody who has a baby and they're holding it, be like, oh, you're exhibiting excellent maternal care.
Yeah, we couldn't help but notice you're cradling and nursing the newborn baby. Get out of here! Okay, sorry. May and Rainier watched like 4 or 5 different instances of segments of that movie.
Never start to finish, though.
Yeah, and honestly, that kind of makes sense for me, now that I think about it.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh, I was watching Whose Line Is It Anyway yesterday. Actor Wayne Brady is 51.
And he appeared in multiple episodes of How I Met Your Mother as Barney's brother.
I don't know if they're current episodes, but Wayne Brady, Ryan Stiles, and Colin
Farrell. Mockery.
Oh, we had Colin Farrell's birthday earlier this week. Don't you all know how good of an improv actor Colin Farrell is? I don't know Colin's last name, but you're making a mockery if you're going to say Colin Farrell is a great improv actor.
Strolling in the darkness, yeah.